The Supreme Court draft opinion that would overturn Roe v. Wade has set off demonstrations in many cities. The Supreme Court confirmed the leaked opinion, but emphasized it is not a final ruling. Texas is one of many states that prepared anti-abortion laws if Roe is struck down. Fox 4's Alex Boyer brings us the latest. Alex.
Hi, Clarice. You know, demonstrations aren't just happening outside of the U.S. Supreme Court. Here in North Texas, advocates on both sides of this heated issue are holding rallies today. As you mentioned, if Roe versus Wade is overturned, Texas is one of some 25 states that would ban abortion. A leaked document from the U.S. Supreme Court detailing the possible future of Roe v. Wade has sent shockwaves across the country. Anti-abortionists and pro-choice advocates.
We breathe resistance!
We breathe resistance!
Protesting outside the U.S. Supreme Court Tuesday, the draft document written by conservative Justice Samuel Alito in February says the 1973 landmark decision in Roe v. Wade was egregiously wrong from the start and must be overruled. The majority opinion argues there is no constitutional right to abortion. Quote, "It is time to heed the Constitution and return the issue of abortion to the people's elected representatives."
If this decision holds, it's really quite a radical decision.
President Biden warning if Roe is overturned, the precedent is set for other so-called privacy rights to be targeted as well. Chief Justice John Roberts ordered the Marshal of the Supreme Court to find the source of the leak.
This is a major departure from the way the court wants to try to conduct itself.
David Cole, like many other constitutional law attorneys, is shocked by the leak, as pending Supreme Court decisions are typically shrouded in secrecy. Texas is one of several states that has a so-called trigger law passed by the state legislature last session that would go into effect within 30 days if Roe v. Wade is ultimately overturned, making abortion in this state illegal.
Among them are statutes that, like the statutes in place before Roe versus Wade, criminalize providing the abortion procedure with a potential felony crime, large fine, that sort of thing. Local prosecutors can bring prosecutions against anyone who violates the prohibition on providing an abortion.
It is important to know that this is not the final outcome.
Kimberlyn Schwartz is with Texas Right to Life. The organization fought to pass SB 8, the so-called heartbeat bill, banning abortions in Texas once a heartbeat is detected, usually within 6 weeks. The current law is only enforceable by private citizens. If Roe is struck down, the state's trigger law would allow government officers to seek criminal punishment.
The justices, hopefully they don't back down from this decision and go forward with allowing states to protect preborn children.
Pro-choice activists see it differently.
We will not stop until we get there. We will not stop.
We cannot accept this. We must do better for one another and for our communities. We must advance reproductive well-being for all.
And a final decision on Roe v. Wade is not expected to happen until this summer. Now, if overturned and Texas's trigger law goes into effect, it's worth noting that the mother is protected from any criminal or civil penalty. If a doctor attempts an abortion, however, they face a felony.